Greetings alls, Blue Knight, and welcome to my next project, Let's Play Ratchet and Clank. To be honest, I was not expecting to cover this one for quite a while longer, but I've been on a huge Ratchet and Clank kick for like the last year or so I just felt like playing this for my channel now. It's pretty weird to be actually excited about a game that I know very well. I have played this a lot with the Skyward Sword, I'll say that much. So, like I said, it just feels really odd to actually feel excitement for a project for a change. But in any case, let's not delay our adventure any further and hop right into it. Or so what I thought. I almost forgot about the files I had made for practice and for getting other stuff I want to cover later on. But let's not pay attention to that. Hopefully I'll cover that up in editing. Now let's begin after we save.
Final step, attach robotic ignition system. Thank you for using help desk technology. Welcome to the Gadgetron Help Desk. We are here to offer you advice during your interplanetary travel. The Help Desk is a free service provided by Gadgetron Corporation.
Thanks for the free service Gadgetron Bun app. I'm actually not gonna need to use that. I'm gonna turn that voice off, but I'm gonna leave the text on in case I need to be reminded of anything I want to cover. Turn subtitles on, of course, because everybody loves subtitles. Especially in this day and age where apparently nobody can watch a video or watch a TV show without subtitles, at least as far as I know. So seeing as we were the only ones that apparently saw that ship crash, we're gonna have to be the guy to investigate said crash. So welcome to Veldin, Ratchet's home planet, and the start of the game. So to go over controls, you hit square to swing your Omni Wrench 8000. You can also hit for a 3-hit combination like I just did. You can also delay in between strikes. It's something that you probably won't really remember, but it does help out quite a bit in terms of hand-to-hand, or I guess wrench-to-hand combat. Interrupt help desk messages by pressing triangle to disable them. We could do that from the options menu like I just did. We got our bomb glove. I'm going to cover that a bit later on. These horny toads aren't that much of a threat to us right now. That warrants that bomb glove. So now we'll get into the second feature of the Omni Wrench, the Comet Strike. You can hold R1 to crouch and hit square. Well, all I like to do is go L1 to enter first person mode and use the Omni Wrench there. Going L1, of course, enters into aiming mode, which is a lot more accurate, so I tend to go for that a lot more. That's nanotech. When you sustain injury, let Gatatron's patented nanotech system rebuild your body from the inside out. That's pretty much your health, in case you couldn't tell. So while we're collecting our bolts, which is our currency for this world, we'll be using these to purchase other upgrades, purchase other weapons down the line. And trust me, you want to have quite a few bolts on hand, because some of the later weapons in this game can get ridiculously expensive, but it'll be well worth the cost. Also, I see one off in the background. Every little bit helps. I don't like to leave any bolts behind. Yeah, where if I could do something? Ah, that's what I thought. So straight off the get-go, you could do those side flips and back flips. To do side flips, just tilt either left or right with the control stick, and hit R1 and X at the same time. You can do the same with the back flip by just pulling the control stick back. But I don't really use that much, so don't expect me to use it that often, or at all for that matter. Take down that electro with the bomb glove. You can hit square to activate your secondary weapon, which is the bomb glove in this case, and hit circle again to use it. Just like so. But another thing about our secondary weapon, much like our Omni Wrench, we can enter aiming mode by holding down L1. This will be very useful for some weapons and others, clearly. So every game that you start in the Ratchet and Clank franchise, you tend to go with the, not go with the bomb glove. You tend to start with one sub-weapon, I guess you could call it. I know in one game in the franchise you start with two, but from what most games I've played in this series, you start with at least one. I know that much. We can take out these electrodes before we head to the shipwreck. Also collect all these bolts. And there's also these Gatatron boxes, which will give us ammo for our various weapons. I think we collected everything, so now we can go investigate the shipwreck.
Interesting.
Yay!
You're quite handy with your wrench.
You bet. I built that ship with it.
Currently, I'm in search of someone who could be of assistance in saving the solar system. Do you know where I might find that fellow?
Well, he's on the radio every week. Other than that, no. Hey, what's with all this save the solar system stuff anyway?
Hello, citizens of... My race, the Blog, have a small problem. Our planet has become so polluted, overpopulated, and poisonous that we are no longer able to dwell here. But I, Chairman Drek, have a solution. We are constructing a pristine new world using the choicest planetary components available. So, what does this mean to you, you might ask? Using highly sophisticated technology, which you couldn't possibly understand, we will be extracting a large portion of your planet and adding it to our new one. Unfortunately, this change in mass will cause your planet to spin out of control and drift into the sun, where it will explode into a flaming ball of gas. But, of course, sacrifices must be made. Thank you for your cooperation. And if you don't like it, you can take your whiny, sniveling, snot-nosed populations, form a line behind me, and kiss my... We're still on? Well, turn it off, you idiot!
The people on those planets are hosed. Well, good luck getting Captain Quark to help you.
Actually, you could help me. If you could use your ship to take me to the coordinates contained in this infobot, I might be able to gather further information there.
Even if I wanted to, I can't. I'm missing a crucial component of the ship.
The robotic ignition system.
How did you know that?
I, sir, happen to be equipped with the latest in robotic ignition systems. My programming allows me to start any ship I choose.
So, I agree to take you to this wherever it is, and you get my ship started for me?
That is what I'm proposing.
Deal.
This could be a problem. Take care of it.
Whoa, this is great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
So you see, it would be most beneficial if your citizens were not in the city when my workers begin removing it.
Preposterous! I will not stand for this.
Unfortunately, you have no choice in the matter.
Let's just see what Captain Quark has to say about that, my good man. I don't see what's so funny. Captain Quark could dispatch you without even breaking a sweat, you puny...
You have now officially worn out your welcome and my patience.
This is your last chance. Stop this madness now!
Okay, wait. You're right. I will withdraw my troops.
Really?
No! He's all yours, gentlemen. Try not to leave any marks.
Clank? Where are you? Oh, sorry about that. Well, we're not leaving the way we came in.
Perhaps we could procure a ship from one of the inhabitants.
If there are any left.
Quite the interesting balance, eh? Let's see what the game shows. Saving the bottom right corner. Okay, autosave. That's one of the features of Ratchet and Clank. Something else to keep in mind when I make multiple save files in case of a recording failure. So right away we're gonna enter the waterworks. The reason why I'm doing this is so we can gather some more bolts, because that little, not square, that little cube thing that we saw on the left hand of the screen for a moment is called the Gadgetron Vendor. That's where we could buy other weapons. And more often than not, new weapons will be unlocked when you enter a new level of the game. So I want to gather a few bolts so we can get that, well, new weapon. And we're keeping a lot in that, in that sentence. So we wall jump near those stairs, we'll get a big shiny. This is a gold bolt. Gold bolt acquired, thank you, game. So gold bolts are very unique collectible. There are 40 of these in the entire game, and they'll be very useful to us, but we're not going to do anything with them right now. After all, it is early game, so what's the point of even using them right now? They are a bit of a pain to get, or at least some of them are, but it'll be very worth it in the end. Let's collect more bolts and ammo before we progress. Up to 2,000. So if you hit L3, you can bring up your health and your bolt totals. I guess you can do that by holding down the quick select menu as well. Let's head over here. So despite the fact that Clank is on our back, we really can't do anything with him right now, other than starting ships for us, but we don't have a ship to get off the planet with, so he's pretty much useless at this point, unfortunately. Now the thing about bolts is that, believe it or not, they all have different values. A regular bolt is worth 1. A hexagonal bolt is worth 5. A cog is worth, I think, 20. And another bolt that we'll find later on is worth 50, but it's pretty rare from what I know. However, you'll end up getting multiple bolts together, so the values will just end up grouping together. So there's really no point in trying to keep track of each type of bolt.
Dad, blast it!
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy. Shouldn't you be on one of them escape transports?
Escape transports?
Newsflash, giant robots attacking! The escape transports are taking all the rich folks off this god-darn planet.
So why aren't you on one?
Socioeconomic disparity.
What?
He hasn't got enough bolts.
Working people have to wait for Captain Quark to save us.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
I got this thing. Shows two weirdos ditching their ship. It's got coordinates to a desert planet, too.
An infobot. Ratchet, we could use that.
So infobots are very important in our adventure. They'll contain coordinates to getting to different levels. However, some of these infobots we'll have to buy from other characters for a certain amount of bolts, like this plumber here for 500. Unfortunately, that's gonna make me have to look around for even more bolts when I get that other weapon from the vendor. But it's gonna be worth it.
Geronimo!
Did he just slide down a sewer pipe?
Mayday, mayday! This is the solar ship Radical. We seem to be under attack from the planet's surface.
Relax, kid. It looks like some sort of fireworks display. Probably in your honor.
Whoa! That was close! Ah!
Pipe down, I can't concentrate.
Well, we've been hit!
An unexpected detour. When we land, I'll see if I can scare up an exhibition for you.
We're not gonna live that long!
Kid, let's M-scrape!
Eject! Eject!
Did you see that guy on the left? That was Skid McMarks.
Does he know Captain Quark?
I doubt it. He's a pro hoverboarder, always going off about how cool he is.
Looks like he's in trouble.
I'll say. I've never seen him look so freaked out.
Like I said, infobots give you coordinates to other planets. We can now head to planet Iridia, but we don't have a ship, so we're gonna need to have that base covered before we even think about going to Iridia. So how to get out of here? Well, when in doubt, do like the plumbers do. Slide down this pipe, and I'll be back near the landing pad. For Ratchet's sake, I hope this water is very clean. If it's dirty, he might end up getting a big illness. I don't think that'll be the case. And with that, I think we're gonna stop here for today. So next time on Ratchet and Clank, we're gonna follow that trail of bolts behind us to even more special goodies before we head to the city of Novalis and try to look for that person that was talking to German Drek. So until we meet again, everyone, farewell for now.